Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about how to successfully raise dahlias from tubers. So in this video we're going to look at how to choose a good plant by looking at the tubers, where to get them from, and how to correctly plant them and get them started. There's a dahlia for everybody. They come in any colour you can think of other than blue. They range massively in size, from tiny pom-pom like dahlias all the way through to dinner plate dahlias. They also come in different shapes. So you've got perfectly circular pom-poms, you've got semi-doubles like this one here, or you've got decorative types like this one, water lily types. You've got the cactus, which it looks almost like, the petals almost look like spikes, and they're really attractive. There's tree dahlias. I've just mentioned the dinner plate dahlias, which are massive. You find that the bigger flowering dahlias tend not to produce as many flowers, whereas the littler flowered dahlias produce lots more flowers over a longer period of time. So there's a huge range to choose from. The other benefit from dahlias is the fact that they will flower from June all the way through to November or December. Now there's 3 or 4 different ways you can grow dahlias. You can grow them from seed, but you're not guaranteed to know what they'll look like. You could take seed from this one, for example, which is like a corally pinky red, and the offspring might be all different colours. This is like a semi-double. The offspring might be single, some might be double. So you don't really know what you're going to get with seed. The other thing is you can buy cuttings, which take a long time to establish, or you can grow them established in a pot, which is probably the most expensive way of doing it. That's probably going to cost you anywhere between 8 and 15 quid. If you use tubers, however, you're going to get quite a large plant for 3 or 4 quid, maybe a bit more depending on the variety, and very quickly you'll have a large flowering plant, and it's going to be easier to overwinter it the following season. So when you go to buy dahlias, you can buy them online. They generally will be more expensive once you include delivering everything. I think you're much better off going to a garden centre. And don't just pick one of these off the shelf. You have to go through the packets and have a look at the tubers to check you're buying something that will actually get ahead and grow. So I basically rifled through the whole of the shelf to pick out the best ones. And what you're looking for in a dahlia tuber is the roots should be firm and hard, a bit like a potato or a yam. If they're soft and squidgy, they're rotten, so don't buy it. If these tubers aren't attached to the stem, don't buy it. If there's no visible stem, don't buy it, because the shoots will come from the stem. If these bits fall off, you can plant them and they will root, but they'll never shoot. And obviously if they're sort of wrinkled and soft and they're dry and they've desiccated too much, also don't buy them. So that, believe it or not, it doesn't look great, but that is actually quite a healthy, I don't know if you can see it, but that is actually quite a healthy tuber. It's got plenty of these tuberous roots. It's got a couple of nice stems in which our buds will come from. Ooh, that's going to make a lovely plant. So I've got 2 varieties here. I've got Waltzing Matilda, which has lovely purple leaves, sort of a medium-sized dahlia. It's going to get about 90 centimetres tall, and it has these, it looks red there, but they're actually corally pink, pinky red flowers. So it's really pretty flower. So the other one I've got is one called Madame Antoinette, and it's sort of pink with pink and apricot on the same flower. It's going to get a similar sort of size, around about 80 centimetres. These are going to look great in my jungle style garden. So let's look at how to plant these properly. So it's really simple with dahlias. Obviously make sure that we're stem up. Gently splay the roots out if you can. You can see they're really delicate and they're very easily snapped off. And the more roots it's got still attached, the more energy it has to get started and be a nice big plant. So I've gone for quite a generous pot here because it has got such long splaying roots on this one. And you can just use regular compost. You don't need to add anything to it. But I put a little bit of perlite in this. I don't know if you can see that there. And that's because I'm starting mine off in the greenhouse, and I want them to have a bit of drainage and not rot off. And you might notice that this compost is dry. That's on purpose because we don't want the tuber to rot. And what we're aiming to do is, it might look like we've planted it too shallow, but we almost want to leave it a bit proud of the soil like that. So the bits where the dahlia is going to shoot from, which is at the base of the stem, is either at the surface or just above the surface, and that is going to stop it from rotting. Job done. You can see that. So there we have it. One dahlia ready to go in a porch or a conservatory or even a cold greenhouse to get it started. Now, the reason you want to do that is because these are all dahlias are semi-tender. They're from South America. They will take some frost, but you certainly at this stage you don't want to be leaving them outside. So the important thing to remember is don't water it at this stage. Otherwise you can encourage rot. There's no point in watering it until it's in active growth, so we wait till the shoots are about 1 inch tall, and then we can start watering it as you would normally. Then your biggest problem is protecting it from snails. You can use organic slug pellets. You can also use copper bands, garlic spray, whatever you fancy to keep the snails and slugs off. But in that early stages of growth, they're really susceptible to snail damage. Once they get a bit bigger, they can still get attacked, but they can generally shrug it off a bit better. So I hope that's helped you with growing your dahlias, and I wish you all the success for 2026. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Ciao, ciao for now.